Hello, friends. What happens when faith collides with empire, when belief stands against legions? In the year 70 CE, that question was answered in fire, steel, and sorrow. It was the fall of Jerusalem, the day Rome destroyed the Second Temple, and with it, a cornerstone of Jewish identity. The story begins a few years earlier. Tensions in Judea had been simmering for decades. Heavy Roman taxes, corrupt governors, and insults to sacred traditions all fueled resentment. By 66 CE, resentment boiled into open revolt. Jewish rebels drove out Roman officials, seized weapons, and declared their defiance of the empire. For a moment, it seemed like freedom was within reach. But Rome was not a power that tolerated defiance. Emperor Nero dispatched one of his finest generals, Vespasian, a man of patience, calculation, and ruthless efficiency. With his son Titus at his side, Vespasian began a campaign of reconquest. One by one, towns and fortresses fell. Rebels fought fiercely, but Rome's legions were machines of discipline, grinding down resistance with unrelenting force. By 70 CE, Vespasian had been proclaimed emperor, leaving Titus to finish the job. And so, the Roman army turned its full might upon Jerusalem. The city was divided. Factions of rebels fought not only against Rome, but against each other, burning food supplies in their rivalries. Hunger stalked the streets long before Roman steel arrived. Then came the siege. Picture it, 4 Roman legions surrounding the city, their camps stretching like a noose. Siege towers rolled forward, battering rams slammed against walls, and catapults hurled stones that thundered down like judgment. Inside, the people of Jerusalem prayed, starved, and clung to hope. And at the center of that hope stood the temple, the Second Temple, rebuilt after Babylonian exile centuries before. To the Jewish people, it was the dwelling place of their God, the heart of their covenant, the symbol of survival itself. As long as the temple stood, Jerusalem still belonged to heaven. But Rome had no reverence for symbols. Titus had hoped perhaps to spare the temple, to make it a monument to Rome's mercy. Yet war has its own logic. In the chaos of battle as Romans stormed the city walls, flames spread. Soldiers, furious and uncontrollable, hurled torches into the sacred courts. The temple, the house of God, erupted in fire. Its golden roof melted, its stones cracked, its treasures plundered. The cries of the people rose above the crackle of flames. What had been the heart of a nation was reduced to ash. Josephus, the Jewish historian who witnessed the war, tells us the destruction was beyond imagining. Blood ran in the streets, thousands were slain or enslaved, and the city itself became a grave. Out of the smoke and ruin, only a fragment of wall remained standing, what today is known as the Western Wall. For Rome, it was a triumph. Titus paraded through the streets of Rome, displaying treasures looted from the temple, menorahs, trumpets, and sacred vessels. The Arch of Titus still stands today, carved with those very images, Rome's victory immortalized in stone. But for the Jewish people, it was exile, scattering, and grief. Without the temple, Judaism transformed. Worship shifted from sacrifice to scripture, from priesthood to rabbi, from one holy place to every place where the people carried their faith. Out of destruction came survival. Out of ruin came renewal. The fall of Jerusalem was more than just a military conquest. It was a turning point in history. For Rome, it was proof of unstoppable might. For Judaism, it was the birth of a new identity, one not bound to walls of stone, but carried in hearts and homes. And so we are left with a haunting question. Can fire truly destroy faith? Rome burned the temple, but it could not burn away belief. The stones fell, but the spirit endured. History remembers the day Jerusalem fell as a tragedy. Yet within that tragedy is also a testament that even in loss, a people can endure, adapt, and carry their story forward across centuries. For empires rise and fall, but faith, once kindled, cannot be extinguished by any flame.